The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Collins with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Hurricanes will put toe to leather to crank us up. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Larson. Turning it on! Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going, too.
They'll try it over the left side. Runs through the tackle.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Hauls it in, looking for space. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Try to clear the picture. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Chester. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time.
Oh, he's got some space. No, he got loose. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Hand off from the shotgun. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability too.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Here come the Irish back on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like, he'll try to take it back. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 30.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
You open a drive like that, and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And early in the game, I love when you set the tone and make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. Nice job getting him on the ground, getting your first sack of the day. Listen, they had 3 last week, but they want to continue to build on that number and keep getting it higher, and that's a great start.
Fires into traffic, intercepted.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
He wants to change this route. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He rifles one deep down the right side.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
That's caught. It's Bitonio. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Looking to take a shot. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. They'll try the run. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. Breaks into the open. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense. The defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll immediately call timeout. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. They'll go to the counter. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Hey, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So first down here as they go back to work. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that out.
There he goes. Got the first down and more. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Got his man on the right. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
It's complete to the left. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. The Canes are in the hurry-up. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They try to get it outside on the left.
Well, the offense goes toss play, but guys, they do it running into the boundary where there's just not a lot of space and room to work for the running back. He had nowhere to go, and he got tackled for a loss.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Williams. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Pulls it in at the 25. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Got it in the middle. It's Murray. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And the Hurricanes in the hurry-up. They'll keep it on the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. And the Canes will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the option. He'll toss it. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Back to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Williams. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
It's caught downfield. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Power football with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds the tight end. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. Looking to throw on first down. He wants it all. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the catch. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now.
Turning it off! And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Chester. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Using his legs, it's Chester. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Gilbert. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, and you put him in the slot, and you throw him the football and have success.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. No one in the vicinity as he makes the grab. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
Nice catch there. You know, I think back to great Golden Domer wide receivers and Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? There's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was awesome for Brady Quinn back in the day. And all those guys had the ability to win one-on-one. Their quarterbacks knew that if they had that matchup outside, they were going to take it. And I think this quarterback feels the same way about that guy. He is just so dynamic outside.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Now on the option. Now the toss. Oh, headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! Great job by the back on the option.
And the option play, the quarterback basically blocks the edge defender. So you watch the edge defender comes to him, and he commits to him, and then he pitches the ball to the running back, and the running back can do his thing, running the football all the way to the house. But it's basically a block on the quarterback on the defensive play.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Nice job reeling in that catch. And listen, when you say Miami Hurricane football to me, I think about burners at the receiver position. Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Santana Moss, Reggie Wayne, who I played with in the Senior Bowl. These guys could not be covered one-on-one. And this dude here in this offense today, he causes the same kind of problems. Really, really good route runner. He always seems to get open.
And the Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Reads it, fires complete. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into...
Gets away from one, finds room. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Miami!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Down. Buys a little time. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Caught behind the line. It's Williams. Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So first down will open up the final period. Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Under fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Back to pass. Here's a heat. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Plows through the defense. Not quite able to turn that corner and get it to the house. He's out of bounds at the 8. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
And imagine the defense in this scenario, right? You're up by 1 possession. You need to get to the quarterback. You've got to affect him. You're going to blitz or you're going to try to win one-on-one up front. They did it that time, hit him, and forced the incompletion.
The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking left. He's got an open man. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. The Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. Snap it to the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Canes can really attack on this 2nd and short. On the ground, it's Chester. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Murray. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43. And the Hurricanes are rolling down the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket the slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
And the Canes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass on second down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's complete! And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the first down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score.
What a play call in a 2-minute situation. They find the shot opportunity, and they take advantage of it, flipping the field. They've now put themselves in a chance to come back and win this thing.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal.
Base 27 jump. Base 27 jump.
Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Cade! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Hey, listen, it's hard for an offense. When you're trailing late in the game, you've got to throw to get back in. The defense already knows it anyway. On top of that, you've got this weather that you have to deal with. These conditions are not conducive to playing pitch and catch. This is a big uphill battle for this offense.
And this is a big 3rd down for this offense, man. I'm really interested to see how they attack, because this defense, you can tell, man, they're going to continue to play aggressive. Late in the football game, they want to get a stop, get the ball back to their offense. A good chess match going on right now.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, they're down a possession, and they're on their own side of the 50, so they need a big one right here. They've just thrown 3 straight incompletions, but it just takes one. It just takes one big play down the field to all of a sudden get that momentum and that juice flowing again to give yourselves a chance to win.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Finds his tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get 1st downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
Puts it out of the air. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and the defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Pressure coming. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop after that last incompletion setting up 4th down. Do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.